What happens if Melania and Donald Trump get divorced? As we approach the new era of the Biden-Harris presidency, we can't help but wonder what will happen to Donald and Melania Trump after they leave the White House. The Trumps are undeniably one of the most talked about and controversial couples in modern history, and as their time in the White House comes to an end, it's interesting to see what will happen to their marriage. Even before stepping into the presidential mansion, the Trumps raised a few eyebrows with their unusual relationship. From their uncomfortable body language to their lack of affection, people have caught a few red flags along the way. And as Melania Trump is known for avoiding public hand-holding and hugging, many have started speculating that a possible presidential divorce may be on its way. And while nothing is set in stone just yet, here are all the plausible outcomes from the Donald Trump and Melania Trump divorce. The prenup. The 45th President of the United States is no stranger to expensive divorces. Donald, who has been married 3 times, is a big fan of ironclad prenuptial agreements that secure his finances and estates. And just like Ivana Zenicek and Marla Maples, Trump's third wife, Melania, also had to sign the very important document. Peter Stambleck, who is a New York-based attorney, recently opened up about Trump's third prenup agreement. Peter confirmed to Town & Country magazine that if Melania and Donald were to divorce, here is what would happen to their assets. It makes it very clear that in the event of divorce, everything in his name will be his and everything in her name will be hers. The New York attorney also revealed that any jewelry that was gifted to Melania would belong to Melania. And apart from Peter Stambleck, divorce attorney Jacqueline Newman also shared what would happen to Trump's third wife after the separation. As Melania is known to be the primary caretaker of their 14-year-old son Barron, Jacqueline thinks the First Lady will receive a generous amount of child support in the form of $50 million. My guess is that she would get primary custodial rights and he would get access whenever he happens to be in town. In this situation, if she has $50 million, she can afford to buy something. But $50 million? While it's definitely a lot of money, in New York City, for what she's used to, she wouldn't be able to replicate what she has now. She probably had a good sense of what kind of lifestyle they'd be living, so I would imagine the payout would be fairly generous. And so, even though a $50 million payout is just a speculation, we shouldn't be surprised to hear Melania Trump walking away with a few million to her name. Living arrangements. While it's uncommon for married couples to be sleeping in separate beds, for Mr. and Mrs. Trump, it's their usual lifestyle. In 2019, CNN reporter and correspondent Kate Bennett released a book that disclosed some very shocking details. Kate revealed that Barron's parents sleep in separate bedrooms and even different floors of the presidential residence. With this information made public, many have begun wondering if the Trumps will continue to live separately after they leave the White House. As the President and First Lady have numerous estates across the nation, it won't be hard for the Trumps to decide on the living arrangements. Before the 45th president moved into Pennsylvania Avenue, he was living in a luxury penthouse in New York City. Along with his wife and teenage son, Donald occupied a 10,000-square-foot triplex on Fifth Avenue. But shockingly enough, the penthouse isn't the biggest Trump estate. From his 80,000-square-foot property in Florida to his converted winery in Virginia, Melania has a few options to choose from. Here is what historian and Ohio University professor Catherine Jellison had to say about Mrs. Trump's future home. Catherine revealed to USA Today, "I assume Mrs. Trump will go back to Florida, or maybe she will be able to convince her husband to return to New York as their official residence and continue the kind of life she led before the White House." But even with the freedom to live anywhere, some sources believe Melania will stay in Washington, D.C. until her son Barron graduates from high school. Charity work. Apart from supporting their husbands and looking absolutely stunning, the First Ladies of the United States are also known for their philanthropic work. And just like the forerunners before her, Melania Trump has also supported numerous charities and important organizations. According to her official biography on the White House website, Melania dedicates most of her time to charities that help out children. In her role as First Lady, Mrs. Trump focuses her time on many issues affecting children. An unwavering characteristic of the First Lady is her aptitude for showing love and compassion in all that she does. And in 2018, Melania launched her very own initiative called Be Best. The program focuses on major issues children of all ages face in the 21st century. From cyberbullying to opioid abuse, Mrs. Trump decided to create a movement that would help out and inspire millions across the nation. And with such dedication and passion, it wouldn't be so shocking to hear the First Lady continue her philanthropic work after her time in the Capitol, especially if Melania were to get divorced from Donald and no longer have to be the third Mrs. Trump of the United States. And with that, we end today's video. What do you think will happen to Donald and Melania Trump after their divorce? Do you think Barron's parents will live on separate estates? Leave us your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.